Best friends, get brutally honest.
Sadie had this boyfriend, and like one day, I just ended up making out with him.
Honestly, when it comes to him, I'm like, anything anyone tells me, I'm not shocked.
But it's the fact that I don't think I told you everything. And I feel like I need to.
Why would you agree to do this?
Today is the best friends episode. These women are true best friends. They know everything about each other. Or do they?
It's gonna get juicy.
First prompt is, I'm the more intelligent one in the friendship. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah, they're all gonna say yes. This might end some friendships here.
Okay. Hannah, Caitlin, you both think you're the more intelligent one?
Yeah, we always say this. I think Caitlin has more street smarts. I have more like classroom book smarts.
I have a 4.0 though.
Okay. High school.
Oh yeah, high school.
Okay. Yeah, you're more street smart, I'd say, but I'm more like intellect.
Oh!
In my head.
Whoa. But I'm like actually smarter.
Do you agree with that?
Yes and no.
What do you
She
disagree
is
with?
definitely book smart for sure. She got her master's, so and I'm getting my master's too.
Oh.
But yeah, but I think I'm definitely more street smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would agree.
yeah.
Well, who do we think has more common sense?
Me.
It depends. It depends. Maybe Caitlin though.
Maybe? You don't sound so sure.
Like
I
a lot
just
of common
think of like
sense.
worst case scenario, so then
Yeah.
I think everything out. And then Hannah's, I think, like I said, more, I don't want, like naive is like, I don't want to say a negative word.
Yeah.
But like you're super smart, but then
Yeah.
you see the best in everything and I see worse, which is
Yeah.
probably not healthy.
But I think I have enough common sense to like get by. But Caitlin's the type of person like go into a restaurant, like she'll get like,
Oh, I get done.
Best
No,
service,
yeah.
get
I
best-
I
yeah.
don't let people walk all over me.
yeah.
Audrey, you're the smart one, huh?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I think I just make smarter decisions overall than she does. I think I'm more like
Not with that hand tap.
they said, I'm kind of like more street smart.
And you agree with this? You're
Yeah. So I kind of grew up, you know, I don't want to say spoiled, but like I kind of had everything kind of handed to me. I grew up with an actor as a dad. So like I kind of didn't get to experience like, I don't know, like a normal way of growing up, I guess. And that's where she comes in, where it's like, she just kind of is like, Maddie, like you can't do this. Like you have to make sure you're doing this. Like just on top of me as like a big sister, basically.
Sadie and Eve, so we are in agreement.
Yeah.
Eve's like, yeah.
Definitely in the book smart way. Like I went to college and graduated. The thing about Eve is I think that she's very street smart. Like she's very intelligent. She doesn't use it.
Oh! Holy shit.
She like knows the right thing to do in a situation and then she doesn't do that.
I feel like I'll go to Sadie and I'll be like, hey girl, really need some advice. And then you talk at me for like 2 hours and I'm like, totally. And then do the opposite.
Rebecca, Rosalie, you got the intelligence? Tell us more.
I think that you are more street smart, but I'm more book smart, but like barely, because I feel like we're like really like right there with each other.
I would say that her career and stuff like that, like she's always just been like very intelligent, always want to move forward. And I went through a lot of stuff because I, just got a relationship. So I'm like kind of like a little bit, well, kind of way behind, to be honest.
I think it's good to have both. So I think that we balance each other out.
Oh, yeah.
Even with what you're wearing, you're like the yin and yang coming together. Balancing each other out.
Yeah, definitely.
The next prompt is, I think my best friend is or has been jealous.
Oh yes, these are good questions.
Make
to
your
ask,
split decisions
if they're honest.
Okay, go ahead and turn around. Hannah and Caitlin, so we both say yes.
Yeah. I don't think jealousy is the right word because it's like malicious, I think. But like,
Right.
I love your body. You have nice boobs. Like,
I'm jealous of your body.
When you,
Well, hey,
I feel like your family situation too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that. Like, I wish I had that kind of where my parents still like paid for a lot of stuff too.
Hey. Not true. Somewhat true, but
Yeah.
mostly
Yes.
not.
Wait, what's not true?
That my parents like paid for everything.
damn, they just kind of get at each other, I think, on this one.
It's just not to say jealous, but like and then I just think that your parents pay for everything, then not everything. Holy shit. Clearly there's some
Yeah,
animosity
there's
here.
something there.
They have to keep like, what's the word, tiptoeing and walking on eggshells on every single
Yeah, like
word.
I'm the better friend. Oh god.
And then they have to like try to quickly sort of make it seem like it's not an insult
Yeah.
to not offend the
beating
person.
around the bush. Yeah.
You do get a lot of stuff paid for still. Like, do you,
Well,
do you pay for your cars right now?
I paid for my car.
Like your insurance?
No.
Why are you airing her out like that, though?
That you don't gotta say. Here pays for their car insurance.
I pay for everything with my car.
All right, well, that's a half. That's like 50-50.
Because that's got to be frustrating if you're saying, I just, you know, I was jealous that I didn't get all my stuff, I didn't get stuff paid for. And then the friend's like, no, that's not the case. And it's like, who pays your car insurance? And then the friend, oh, well, yeah, okay, that does get paid for.
She's obviously uncomfortable too, look at her.
She feels like it's wrong that people are, you know, her parents are well enough to take care of her. So it's like, if you don't make it yourself, you don't look as looked up to. But it's like, just accept it then. Like, if she's gonna air it out, might as well just dumb it down. Like, yeah, she's right. But she just proved that they still pay for that. It's like, well, don't say it, not everything, because then what are you gonna make? Well, my meals that I pay for, it's all me.
It's like, no, I bet that
okay, cool.
Pay for some things.
But if they pay for your college debt and all that, like, who can, like, accept it?
Own up to it.
Eve, thoughts?
Growing up when we were in high school, we talked about this like the other day. We were like totally idolizing each other's bodies all the time. Like, I wish I had your body, wish I looked like you. I know. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I think at this point now, it's like the same thing everyone's saying. We balance each other out so well. Like, there's so much beauty I find in you, and then I don't know, I'm a good, yeah. But there's just nothing to be jealous of anymore. It's like we just love each other so much.
I feel like girls are jealous of every girl, like regardless if they're friends, even their friend, yeah. Even their friends.
The next prompt is, we have hooked up with the same person. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
Oh no. Oh,
okay, go
no.
ahead and turn around.
Yo.
Wow.
Eve,
Yeah.
tell us about it.
Okay. We both had these boyfriends, and then we like coincidentally hooked up with each other's ex-boyfriends at different periods. Yeah.
We kissed them.
Sadie had this boyfriend, and like they were so off and on, and then like one day, I just ended up making out with him.
It was your best friend's ex.
And I just one day made out with your ex. You knew that was my ex. Why the fuck would you even? That's off limit. There's an unspoken boundary line right here after I've dated that person.
I guess that's guy code. Maybe girls don't really gotta do.
No, I've also heard of girls that said like when they liked a guy in high school that their friend would try to get them pursue the guy before that girl knew just because she told me. And I've heard that from like 4 or 5 different girls. Like same type of thing. I was like, I've heard this before. And that's just weird. So then I'm like, well, was that really your friend? Or the girls that actually are friends that I respect you. Oh, you like that girl? I'm gonna slide on that.
And you're
Ryan.
genuinely not jealous.
Ryan sent me before. He told me.
I've heard too many of those type of incidences.
And that could be not even school. That could just be in life too. There's a guy that I've liked and my friend went for him before me.
My friend was being all flirty around this guy that I like, and I knew that she knew I liked him, and then she's saying, I've heard that 8 billion times.
Especially like we just, the common denominator, the girls knew that their other friend liked that person. It's not like, oh, she went after the guy that I didn't tell her, but that's very weird to me.
I was gonna say, there's been times where girls they've had beef, they've been friends, and then there was beef because the one was blatantly the cutest of the friend group, and then the other girls would ostracize her or didn't like her or hated on her because they knew this girl's a threat just to my men that I'm trying to talk to. So women will actively not want to be friends with a super cute girl. Ladies, I could be wrong.
I would assume every girl thinks they're the hottest thing, right? We're the best friend girls. I would just assume, like that's girl POV.
But I've noticed a lot of super cute girls have a hard time making friends. Can't make friends because girls just don't like to be friends with the cutest girl because it's a threat. Because all right, you take a picture with this cute ass girl, every picture it's like,
yeah, I don't want to post her because then all the guys that follow me, it was your friend.
She's a star.
He was like actually like a serial cheater, and I was like an idiot, and so I was like, it's fine because I think that you're cute, and so you can cheat on me, and I'll take you back. And then
you guys were together. It wasn't an ex-boyfriend. It was your boyfriend at the time.
So she thought we were broken up, but we had gotten us together that morning.
That's still weird. Right? So you knew they were dating.
Well, actually, I found out like a year later. He was really manipulative, and he convinced her that if she wanted to tell me like the next day when she
No, she's just as guilty to hold on to that lie. And then randomly a year later, he told me he did all about that.
And your best friend kept that from you?
That's like your best friend.
Bro, I say your best friend.
You literally say, yo, bro, you wouldn't even say he manipulated not telling me because she knew when she did that, we shouldn't be doing this.
Her first thing was he was manipulative. Bitch, your best friend is just fucking him under the bleachers.
He was manipulative, so.
The problem in the first place was her even allowing herself to be under the bleachers leashes and kiss.
He's a cheater, so it's alright. He's already a cheater.
He's a cheater, but my best friend fucked him. But he's not bad. But
that's what I think is maintain a relationship is weird, knowing that in the back of your head at all times.
Nah, yeah, that's
if it happened once before, would you even leave your next boyfriend alone with them? Like, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in an hour. Y'all could just
with anyone.
She gonna fuck anybody,
regardless if they were broken up or not. You knew that was the guy that I was with. What are you talking about? She has to cope with it, which sucks. Cause she's still friends with her now, so she's like, I'll smooth it out. I'll put some icing on it. It's okay.
He'll be the bad guy. He was a manipulator.
He was really manipulative, and he convinced her that if she wanted to tell me like the next day when she found out we got back together.
He basically said like, if you tell her, she's gonna stay with me and she's gonna cut you off forever. Oh wow.
And I totally believed him.
Okay, they made this story up together.
Bring the guy on.
So then I called Eve and she came over and we talked about it that day.
Why did you kiss him? I don't give a fuck what he said to you after you did it. Why the f did you kiss her friend? What?
There's so much people like in the world, I feel like. Why would you go for your best friends? Like, it doesn't matter if he's a manipulator or not. What did you do?
Why did you kiss your best friend's ex that are on and off?
How did you end up in the same one-up?
Yeah, because you don't just randomly kiss one day.
It's not a random thing.
He randomly hit you up. Did you guys have some flirty things while they were dating?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Eve had a boyfriend in high school.
Yeah.
And
for
then
3 years.
He was the best friend actually of mine. And it was like New Year's Eve. She wasn't like at this point. They'd been broken up.
Whoa. Best friend.
And she was like engaged. But like,
let's not.
Engaged to, okay.
And we were at this party. And I had another friend there, and her ex kept like leaning over to my friend and being like, Sadie looks so pretty. I haven't seen Sadie in so long. She looks so good. And so my friend was like, okay, well, I'll take a picture. Kiss me on the cheek, both of you. And then we leaned in to kiss her on the cheek, and he whispered, put your head back. And so she put her head back.
You didn't tell me that part.
Oh, I think he whispered it to her.
Oh,
he funny. Like, so put your head back. Then all like we kissed because my eyes were closed for the picture. So then we kissed, and then we like kissed a little bit. And I was like,
you like kept kissing.
yeah, but and then I was like, wait.
Whoa, we were watching this like live, like that's insane. She's lying out of her ass. And then he whispered to me, it was all his fault. He manipulated her to do this crazy little prank where I made out with him for two minutes. And I realized I was just making out with him.
No, she liked that he was saying Sadie's so cute. She liked him flirting with her.
His lips felt like a cheek. I didn't know.
I thought it was a prank the whole time, so I kept going along with it.
My eyes were closed. How can I see my eyes were closed?
And I knew it was a joke because I was like, I can't believe we're still kissing along. So I just kept doing it to be like, how far can we do this?
Then he whispered to stick my tongue in there too.
And then he grabbed my tit, but it's part of, it was a joke.
He's a manipulator.
And then he manipulated, and they did another prank where it was like, oh, drink some of the punch, and then like his dick was there, and like I started sucking it, and like I don't even know, and I was just doing it for like 10 minutes, and then he busted, and I was like, oh my God.
You think that was her get back on the first thing? Well, fuck it. This is her boyfriend of 3 years, and he wants to kiss her now? I don't give a fuck. This is her ex after 3 years. I don't care about Eve.
Well, that's exactly what she thought. But now that they're standing right in front of each other, you gotta twist the story.
I think they even the scoreboard is what had just happened.
Yeah, maybe.
Because this was after hers. Only makes sense that the next one, Eve didn't repeat her mistake, which I respect. Sadie's now, to me, it seems like she got
That's a crazy coincidence, accident happened. Like,
I can see how this is a get back, but I also think this is a friendship with no boundaries of morals.
Yeah.
Like,
it'll happen again.
Like, they'll do it again.
Else.
Your boyfriend was cute. I don't care if it's your boyfriend. He's still cute, and I want to kiss him.
But girls are smart and devious in ways that people wouldn't even realize. It's like, oh, it was an innocent accident. Nah, she planned that shit out. She knew exactly what was
Why would you kiss him on the cheek for a photo, first off? And then he whispered in your ear, and you were like, oh yeah.
No, the thing was, is like, they were supposed to kiss someone on the cheek, and then they said that, he said whisper to go back, so then we would kiss, like.
And then you kept kissing.
That's just straight out of a cartoon. That don't even happen.
And then as soon as the person moves, you're like, the fuck?
That don't even happen.
Yeah, like, because even if this person did move back, they're like, oh, why'd you move back? You wouldn't just start fucking immediately.
Yeah, like my lips accidentally touched someone else's lips. I'd be, oh shit, my bad, bro. Like,
lies sound best to the people that make them up.
But they're both liars, so they're both kind of like trying to lie, have a lie off right now.
And then I was like, wait,
yeah,
what the? Because I was like drunk. 19.
That's also, they just like the, I'm drunk. It just
she said, oh, I'm drunk, and then we just.
I was drunk.
I was drunk at 26.
I was drunk.
I think by the time you're 15, you're very aware of every decision you make. I would even say earlier for me, but you're very aware of, oh, I know I shouldn't be doing this or should be doing it. You know that at a younger age, if taught properly.
I feel like everyone uses the drunk I was drinking as a little bit of a cushion to like get away with certain things.
Who decided to drink? And who decides how much you drink?
It's not like you're like drunk to the point where you can't take a picture.
You remembered the story. You were aware of the whole story.
She remembered the whisper, everything. Yeah, but she was drunk. That's why he made out with them. But if you're you're drunk, why'd you realize it and then pull away? You were drunk. Why didn't you keep making out with them?
And then I called her the next day and I told her, and then we got over it very quickly. And now
Were you mad?
I was super pissed. I just felt really betrayed, I guess. But then at the same time, like, it made me realize how you felt.
There you go. There you go.
I kind of felt like karma in the most non-corny way. That's horrible. But it kind of like evened out, and we made a decision that like no guy would ever actually get in between.
Nah, that shit would happen again.
There was a moment where we tried to have a threesome.
Oh yeah.
Wow. But it didn't wait, no, like you guys like this and like this. Like, it failed really bad because the guy couldn't get hard. So we were both laying in our beds. Like,
probably just all scared to be honest.
2 girls? Yeah.
He was really over it.
Wow.
Yeah,
We
2 beautiful girls. I would have been scared too, to be honest.
Yeah. We weren't sober.
Yeah, we were
as it were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all want to try again?
This was your first time trying to do a threesome together?
Yeah, it was our first time.
And we were just like, I mean, is this?
I'm like, is this how it works?
Is this what it's supposed to do? Something more?
How do you find best friends that are down to do a threesome? That's
Where are
like a
they?
list situation.
That's crazy. And if I was the guy that we try tomorrow, like I drank too much.
I can't blame him. Like, I'd probably get nervous. Like, 2 girls right there. It's like, fuck, I mean, it happens.
And they're best friends, so you could do it again potentially. That's crazy. What if you date one of them? Be like, could you bring Caitlin on? Because
Remember that one night?
Who here would have a threesome with their best friend?
I feel like
You raised your hand.
he would.
I love my
The right circumstance.
Yeah?
they would do it again.
What?
We used to like practice.
Wait, what?
Oh, like kissing each other?
Wait, what? Wait, I'm sorry.
Well, because we're both bisexual.
Oh,
we didn't really. And we
oh Lord, what is this?
We should probably practice kissing again.
Yeah.
So, like,
For boys.
Poor boy.
Cut to like 13, 14, like rolling around on a mattress making out. Like it was like really something.
we got into character.
You really practiced, right?
Wait, when you guys did that, did you ever catch feelings for one another or no?
We've talked about this before. I feel like on and off.
There's got to be a girl thing. Like, I'm not gonna be rolling around making out with Rhino downstairs. Just to
practice.
I got a date tonight. Do you mind if we kind of?
Who else here has done something sexual or hooked up with their best friend? You want to say something. Go ahead.
Go for it. We love each other a lot.
They look like some lesbians.
Well, they were about to have a threesome together, though. Maybe.
I think when we're like drunk or like when we're up, when we were younger, we used to go down on each other.
Wait, these are not friends. No. These don't count.
That's what I'm saying. Women can't even have friends like that. It's hard for women to have friends because what the fuck?
That's not a fucking.
Because they straight banging each other.
No, because my besties, we used to like jerk each other all the time. It was like, cause like we had I wanted to know before. What are you talking about? Okay, they're both bisexual and they also clearly have had more than just a friendship feeling towards another, cause that's crazy.
Yeah, me and Rob, when we were younger, we'd be jerking each other off and shit, but that's my broski. Everyone would look at me like, what the fuck did you just say?
Like I didn't have my first kiss yet, so my bro like I asked him and he just we like rolled around and made out for a little bit, but like I got comfortable, so I got it now.
I don't see a friend and be like, I gotta make out with that one day.
Because women's sexuality is always more fluid. There's always some more variability when it comes to women's sexuality. But I thought this was the best friends thing.
It's the new age. This stuff is normal now.
Yeah. See, that makes it weird because now having any of them having another man or woman as their partner, I would be worried about my best friend being around.
I wouldn't want my girl like kissing her best friend.
Oh no, I wouldn't fuck with that. All right, the threesome as lit as it is. All right, we go back to you're dating just the one girl, and then her friend's constantly over. It's like, well, we all banged before.
It's
so
fine
what is that? What is that
friends.
friendship now?
Does it make it fine? I don't know.
If you're dating the one girl, but you've had a threesome with them, and then your girlfriend leaves, but the best friend is with you and says, "Let's hook up right now."
It's like, oh,
is it the guy's fault that says agrees to it, even though you already banged as a group?
I think it was just literally just like, you're horny, I'm horny. I'm not even bi. I'm not bi. She's not bi. Like we're not, but like we have.
The next prompt is, I have considered ending our friendship. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn around.
Oh fuck.
Rosalie, Rebecca, you both say yes.
We lived together for a while, and
It's not a good idea.
yeah, it's really not unless you. I don't know. It's just not. I wouldn't suggest it. It was just like a good year that we were just seeing eye to eye. She had like a stupid boyfriend that I can't stand, And I mean, like I'd want to hang out with her, and then she was always
Damn.
like, yeah. And there was just one thing that like would bother me, is she always left the bath mat wet. And that's what it's drive. I mean, I wasn't gonna like sit there and like end my friendship for that, but it was just like all those things, and then the bath mat was
I just don't agree with that because that's what it's for when you get out. I mean, I've heard before, like, you should never live with your best friend. Like, it's going to be, and I was like, no, we're different. We're not going to be like that. We'll be fine. But no, it was not fine. And I started, like, feeling that anger from you, like, towards me.
I didn't really like her for.
I would say most girls want to live alone if given the chance, the choice.
How wet do y'all make your bath mat?
I have two. I'm weird. I like hop out of the shower, then I hop on the one of my sinks. So I don't know.
I don't like when it's wet, but it's like I don't get pissed about it because I'm like, yeah, I mean, I was wet when I stood on it.
I will put my towel on the floor and step onto my towel. That way, and then I'll do my legs kind of first, and then I'll kind of move the towel up and do this. That way the mat never gets wet.
So you put your towel on the floor?
I put my towel on the floor.
But it's on the mat.
And it's on the mat.
I just feel weird about putting my towel on the floor though. I think I'll like dry off a little inside and then step out. So I'm not like fully like...
You do a little ring off in the shower.
In the shower, yeah.
Next prompt is, my best friend has a toxic personality trait.
I'm sure they would all know it.
Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
That's hard. Give me a second.
That's toxic is a very
Split decision.
They're thinking about it. I mean,
well, if you're thinking about it.
This is interesting. Right side of the room says yay. Left side of the room says nay. Okay. Wow.
Well, they all followed each other. They didn't know where to step.
Sadie, why don't you start?
Eve can be really toxic in her romantic relationships.
Okay.
So like
I fuck all our boyfriends.
Eve has like broken into an ex's.
Okay, wait. Now I think we all want to know what happened.
Not that one. Whatever, you already said it.
She had the code. They had just broken up over the phone, and she drove to his place and was banging on the door because she thought that he was there. And so she opened the door and kind of broke into his house. And then that somehow, while she was in there, she found out that he was like with someone else, I think.
Okay, you also broke in.
But she did like break into his.
That's not crazy to me, to be honest.
Did you take anything, break anything? What did you do?
I did something insane. Should I say it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. He was like constantly cheating on me, chronically. So I decided, okay, well, if he's on a date right now, because I just decided in my head he was on a date, I put on red lipstick and I kissed all over his house.
What? Destroying property.
What? Did he bring somebody home?
He did, because he called me about it.
And he's like for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah, wow.
Thank you.
That's not crazy.
How is that not crazy though?
I've said this like 80 times in 80 videos.
That's psychotic.
If a girl does something crazy or bad or illegal, it's a funny, cute joke. Breaking into someone's house, destroying their property. Well, to be fair, he was cheating. You dated him.
And what is that gonna do though?
And also, they said that they broke up on the phone, and then there was girl over. So maybe he was ready for his rebound the second they finished the call.
This just makes her look bad. Like,
Imagine I come on here talking about my ex, I broke into her house, smeared a bunch of shit all over her walls. I'd be taking out handcuffs. They'd be like, oh, sir, you just admitted to felony. And then that'd be it. I'd be over the cop car. Don't.
everyone here is supporting it though. It's a good thing.
I know a lot of people don't like being they got the last in. So because he said, yeah, we're fucking done and hung up, she wasn't gonna let that slide. She felt like she had to get one more lick in.
It just shows how mature you are.
Exactly. But what does that really say about yourself, that you couldn't be mature enough that, okay, he admitted to we're done and that's it? Cool. That sucks. You know what? Let me go over there and just do something about it.
And the fact that they're all agreeing and promoting it, I'm like, makes me look at them differently now too. Is it okay for us to say, all right, if you got cheated on, go over there, break in their house and destroy their stuff, right? Like that just sounds crazy.
Maybe I don't have enough of dating experience to make a broad brush about this, but is that a uniquely female sort of thing, where the get back, where I've had a lot of scenarios where the girl always wants some sort of extra lick at the end. So if they found out something happened or you hung out with this girl, I'm gonna go and do something.
That's the thing, that's promoted. I dug my key
to the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive.
Like, yeah, that's a hit.
But what did she just say?
She just said vandalize, like literally ruin his car.
I listened to that song. song. I remember thinking about that. Drake can't make no song about, and I fucking
broken and ripped apart. Fucking house.
He'd be like, whoa, you're toxic, bro.
Maybe it's a female thing. I'm sure there's guys that destroy for because they're fucking crazy, but
yeah, there are
I
dudes.
saw the one video on Twitter where it was, we just found out that her ex cheated on her and she took his PS5 and threw it over a bridge. Why'd you have to do all that?
There's definitely psycho men that will, where are you? But granted, I would argue that's a small substrata of most men. The men who will, I'm gonna find her.
But those clips end like bad or like arrested or the clips of the girls are laughing and haha and do it again.
There's more women that will not only do it, but also admit to doing it.
Proudly admit it on a Jubilee video.
What I thought was a little bit crazy was like she didn't know where he was, and instead of just calling him, she broke into his home.
Girl, I told you.
Isn't that the same time you almost threw food too? Was that
no? I did do that.
Oh, you
What?
Yeah. I did.
What happened? You threw food at...
Same ex. Like, I don't know, he ordered food one day, and then while the food was coming, he got into this big fight with me. I don't even know what about. There is always some fight. But once the food got there, I was at such a heightened point that...
She was at a heightened point. Give her a break.
That's why I'm saying it's like anyone watching this or even guys that may be in her radar, I would watch this and be like, oh, I'm staying far away from her. She'll burn your house down.
Only if she gets heightened though.
Just only when she gets a heightened point.
He was 19.
Imagine
she was drunk.
She does a little bit of these like lightly or without you guys breaking up. You get mad in the car and she does like punch you in the nuts while you're driving. You're like, yo, I could have just killed us.
And it's one of those sketchy things if you're with a woman like this. I remember Chris Brown, Rihanna thing where it's like, oh, Chris Brown's a wife beater. But then if you hear the interview, she was assaulting him and was
she like grabbed his nuts
and
punched him while he was driving.
You don't hear Rihanna's a domestic abuser because that's just not a thing. It's just a funny joke.
And I'm sure she probably has seen his anger issues prior to something like that. So you just worked up him. You just pushed his button too far.
I always say this where people are so quick to, my ex was this, my ex was that, my ex was crazy, and they did this to me, and they did that. Who chose to date them? You. So what are you talking about? Like at the end of the day, everything is your choice.
Why were all of them crazy? Why do they all cheat on you? Why is there a pattern with all these guys?
It sounds like you don't know how to pick the right person.
She's wired that way and expects it. That's why she says, yeah, we always get in fights and stuff here and there. Like she already knows that's just what's gonna happen. That's just my type of relationships I get into.
I'm sitting in my car. I was like,
you made a TikTok
about it. And then I said, no, I'm going back there. And I went back and I threw the takeout on his door. So it like splattered all over the door.
I didn't know that she did it. She was like, it's better to just leave.
Congrats.
You're about to make a TikTok about it?
I'm like really surprised that you're not up there, to be completely honest.
You're toxic in your relationships, but like I'm toxic in my relationships too, so it's kind of valid.
That's why I thought like we were both gonna agree.
See, I was thinking toxic outside because that doesn't count.
Like making fake Instagrams and like checking stories and checking followers.
That's every girl. That's
regular girl. Every girl's got a burner.
Some might call it toxic, but you're talking about making the fake Instagrams. Maybe that's a toxic trait.
No,
of
that's
vice.
That's being the FBI, okay?
Oh, so give me a name, but I can find it.
Yeah,
I can attest. Yes.
Yeah, girls, they get into their detective mode and like, bro, I don't know anything.
Why did you say yes? I think your lack of trust. And I think truly like, you like dig and dig and dig and you like try to find problems sometimes that don't exist because of that.
Yeah.
And I
agree with that.
And I wish you had more trust for the people in your life because they truly do love you so much and I think want the best for you and yeah.
She must have been done dirty back in the day.
Do you agree?
No. Yeah. I think I've just been hurt. Like a lot. It's like hard for me to trust people sometimes.
Oh!
That's her trigger word.
You want a hug? Oh, that's all right. I'm gonna have to now. This is such a You're adorable.
There you go. I figured it was something that fucked her up.
Thank you for your vulnerability.
Yeah. I think just with family and just relationships, it's like if so many people have broken your trust and like you feel abandoned, it's hard to like open up still, you know? It's like you have a wall up kind of thing.
There's a part of our friendship that still needs healing.
Are these even friendships? Because they all fucking each other.
Okay, go ahead and turn around. Eve, let's start with you.
I guess just talking about those things that happened with each other's exes.
Oh, she's not over it. Oh, she's not over it.
Because the last one, it ended on her. It affected her the last time, not the first time.
She thought it was done, but it's like, oh no,
We're even. I thought we were even.
They better come to a consensus, otherwise you're getting spaghetti thrown at your fucking thing. And break into your house.
And she knows where you live.
I could see that we both got pretty. I just know you, and I know that when we both get in those moods, it's easy to feel how you're feeling, and it seems like maybe we need to talk about it more. I want to make sure that you know everything that happened.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want there to be something that comes up later.
I think, honestly, I don't know. I don't think that I still am like hurt by that situation. I don't feel like I care about what happened in high school. Honestly, when it comes to him, I'm like, anything anyone tells me, I'm not shocked at this point.
Okay.
So Eve, but you think that she hasn't quite healed yet based on what her ex did?
I don't know if it's not quite healed, but it's the fact that I don't think I told you everything. And I feel like I need to. Well, yeah, I guess I can say it here, but yeah, I mean, it did happen multiple times. It wasn't just one time.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Best friends, bro.
Do you think she did that because everybody got to hear her be embarrassed? So now she's like, oh, no, but again, this goes back to her when we broke up on the phone, but I had to go and end it. It's no, he broke up with me, I'm going to his place and I'm gonna trash it. She got to say that she went after my ex and she couldn't let that go and she had to get her last in again. Something with her personality, she had to smother it in again to be like, no, I'm not gonna be the last one that got embarrassed on this show. I'm gonna make it even worse for you.
Just so you know, there are some things we have to work out. You know, your ex, remember him? Yeah. It was actually more than one time.
Thought you knew everything.
Multiple times.
Yeah, we actually kept fucking. And then the other girl's like, okay, all right. And it was like, yeah, okay, yeah. Just making sure you knew.
Because they thought they already dished everything out with that situation.
Which, at this point, the whole relationship's squandered because...
It should have been squandered already.
Little Miss Blonde, you've been withholding this information for decades at this point.
He's like, yeah, everything happened multiple times with him, you know? Like,
yeah.
I'm not.
This isn't news to you?
No, this isn't news to me. He was a repeat offender on many things. I'm not shocked that happened.
But it's all his fault, remember?
But your best friend did it multiple times. That's fucked up.
Because he's incredibly manipulative.
Okay.
People tell me all the time, like when I go home, they're like, this happened. I'm like, yeah, of course it did.
Your best friend did it multiple times.
She's actually a crazy manipulative.
She's even worse. She's worse than your ex.
What's crazy is the guy is so bad because he cheated. But the best friend also effectively cheated and is not labeled as bad.
Cheated, held in secrets from her best friend.
What's worse, your SO cheating on you or your best friend fucking your SO?
Multiple times.
Multiple times. I'd argue that best friend.
Yeah, that best, yeah, that's crazy.
The ex is so manipulative. Isn't she a manipulator because she's withholding information and fucking ex isn't?
Sadie, you didn't know that Eve hooked up with your ex multiple times.
Not really. I suspected, but I didn't. I suspected that it happened more than once. They were good friends.
Good friends.
It just happens too often.
There are so many people that love to, men and women can be friends. I'll just let y'all keep believing that and then things will play out how they're.
My girl isn't gonna have a good guy friend that's around her all the time and I'm not there.
Yeah, because what
even is that?
Exactly. But no, Rob, that's immature to think like that.
How many guy friends does your mom hang out with? Without your dad. Unless they're your dad's friends that and they're all together.
I mean, that's facts.
If your parents are married and together, how often does your mom hang out solo with her guy friends? Never, because that's weird and that's not a thing. But then people will come, no, because my best friend is you know what? I'm gonna let you rock with that belief and then you're just gonna get.
You'll find out for yourself.
Yeah, I'll just let y'all find out.
Well, they were good friends for up until however long and they started kissing.
She's holding secrets in for years.
I'll let you.
If it wasn't for the Jubilee, she would have never said that.
I didn't, no one had told me.
But look how she's looking at her like, yeah. I'm not even remorseful like I did that to you. Like, no. That could hurt you, my best friend.
Well, that's the thing, no remorse. She had to make sure, you wouldn't be just airing out dirty laundry just for fun.
No, but she did that in front of all the girls because she was trying to let it know, no. I did you dirtier than you did him. Which isn't a flex.
Not because women be flexing about I can steal your man. That's like a girl flex. Now, not all girls are like that.
This just showed us, I'm glad this was recorded and posted.
The next prompt is, if my best friend were my daughter, I'd be proud of her. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1.
Them Air Force, them shits were busted. Did you look at that? Look at the close up on these, Air Max 97?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I thought that was camo print. I'm surprised they let her step on that infinity wall.
You went on a 10-day camp with those. Holy shit. I'd be like, oh no, but you have to take your shoes off.
Don't wear the white socks that give the contrast so you know how dirty your white shoes are.
You can see how white should look compared to the actual.
Those are absolutely cooked. I'm sorry, I've never seen Air 97s or Air Max, whatever the fuck those are.
Those are bad.
That bad.
If I know they're doing close-up shots on the feet, I gotta wear some different shoes. Come on.
At first glance, she doesn't seem that scary, but then once you get the details and shit.
No,
that's what that says even more scary stuff about her. She don't care what her shoes look like.
No, like, she may seem cute or whatever, but yeah, no, she's running the dirt and fucking.
She in the woods and shit with
pouring gasoline
like
in the house and shit.
Some guys don't know till you get there. That's terrifying. I bet you that guy didn't think he'd have to get to a point where you have to call her and be like, why did you vandalize my place? It just happened, and then that's exactly why he's never back with her.
Those are her vandalism shoes.
Oh, they look like it.
I'm curious about all that other girl friendships she's had that weren't boyfriend related, that her best friend knows the dirty shit that she's done with them. This girl's done some more than just that.
I don't get how they're starting to be friends after this.
You know, right when her man she's talking to starts doing something funny or whatever, she doesn't trust him, she grabs those shoes off the fucking dirty ass shelf, fucking lace them. Wait till you fucking see me.
The next prompt is, there's something I haven't told my best friend that I want to get off my chest. Make
And I fucked your dad too.
Okay, and go ahead and turn around.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Caitlin, you're the only one who says yes.
You are the strongest person I've ever met. Like, Hannah's had so much shit happen this year and yesterday too. And like, you're here right now, so I don't know how you're standing and like being okay. Like, her dog died yesterday.
Whoa!
Like, you're out.
Air it out like that.
Like, and she's had him forever, and it's like, you were like smiling still, like laughing. Like, I don't know how you do it. Like, I wish I had that, because like, I'm not like that. I would literally sit in my bed all day. Like, I can't do that. Like, you are literally the strongest person I've ever met in my life. And I feel like all these girls can say the same thing about me. Like, you are the strongest person, and I wish I had that. Like, in my future daughter too, like the question before, like, I want that in my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, you're my best friend. You're like my family.
Okay, rest in peace to the dog.
I just wish that like more people, not just me, told you like how great you are.
Oh, stop. We're gonna stop the video right there. She's the manipulator. After hearing all that, she's like, she is the bestest friend that I could have ever asked for.
Fucked your mans, broken this, an active felon, doesn't wash her shoes.
Does not wash her f***ing shoes.
Like, how proud? Because I was like, you with your family, you don't hear it as much as you should. And I wish that you did. Because I think that you're great. And I think
Did she even drop one tear?
Yeah. I got her.
Eve might be like some sort of serpent sort of person, like lizard person, at least. She has no emotions, right?
The other girl broke down. She was like, I know, I'm great. I know. I mean, are we crying? Should we cry?
Am I supposed to cry right here?
That just shows you that her friend's real emotions crying didn't even faze her. She didn't give a fuck that her friend was tearing up in front of her.
What, did you see her do the fake, oh, I'm about to cry?
And I wish that you did.
She did one of these. Nothing was there.
Did the red hair girl even cry either? That looked like a fake cry to me too.
I think they're both waiting for the next thing to blow up, and then that's gonna be done. They haven't got there yet.
So I don't really do stuff like this. I was really anxious before, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm actually glad, because this is something that we're gonna be able to see later on in life, and just like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know about the other girls.
I don't think there's anything you can tell me that will make me feel badly towards you.
She's like, really?
After all I did.
That's what you say, bestie?
I just want to say, ladies, thank you so much for coming here today, being vulnerable, sharing your truth. It really was beautiful, courageous, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I think everyone here thanks you too.
That was an episode.
In the comments, you know, I want to see different gendered best friends. I think that would be interesting dynamic. Oh, yeah. Well, it would be.
That would be very interesting.
Who really needs enemies when you got friends like Sadie and Eve?
That's the definition of when two enemies just stay around with each other.
The way Eve was smiling while talking about the fact she didn't only hook up once with Sadie's ex.
No, it's literally that.
Was so unsettling, it gave me home wrecker vibes.
She knows what she's doing.
Well, think about it. about it. If the Sadie girl gets another partner, whether it's an ex-boyfriend or a husband, she's the type of girl that's gonna get her last laugh in because the last thing happened to her.
Oh, exactly.
I'm more scared for the Sadie girl because, bro, the next person you bring around, he's gonna try something.
And she'll do it and not say anything.
Until a year later.
There's different types of couples in this world, you know? Some lie to each other, some make out with each other,
Some go down on each other.
some go down on each other, and I think there's still the friends out there that just are just like friends, like normal friends. I don't know.
Apparently there's a lot more to friendship than what I thought.
We haven't tried making out with each other yet. We can do like a
Circle,
threesome,
yeah.
like we all live here.
We go.
Might be easy. Maybe they got to do a guy friend episode. That would be a good one to watch too, I guess.
I feel like I was like, yeah, you're right.
It'll be more chill, like exactly.
Yeah.
This was a lot to take in.
I wanted, how many girls have real girlfriends? I'm just curious.
In my estimation, I feel like girls typically only have 1 to 2 like best friends, or usually just one best friend. And then all the other ones are like just backstabbing acquaintances.
But even like your best friend though, and your best friend would lie to you.
I would love to hear y'all spaz in the comments. That should be very interesting. The fact that Sadie said she didn't blame Eve for making out with her boyfriend because he was a cheater. Like, girl, no, she's supposed to be your best friend. My friends owe me more loyalty than any guy.
Yep.
Oh, that was it. That was the one.
We already said it. What the fuck? My brain hurts.